Hi everyone. So in this tutorial, I just wanted to show you how to work with the blend tool in Illustrator to create the blends between your two parent colors. Um, so the blend tool, unfortunately, doesn't exist in Photoshop. It's just in Illustrator, so Illustrator is a great program for this particular assignment. So I'm just using the student sample for my colors here. I'd recommend always just choosing your own colors and using the student samples as inspiration or as information. So to create the blend, what we need to do is first of all go up to the first of all we're just going to count the number of steps in between our two parent colors, which is 5, and then we're going to go up to the object menu and go to, okay, I think I need to select something here to get that working. Go up to the object menu and go to blend and go to blend options. And in here there's a drop down menu. You want to select specified steps and you want to type in the number of steps. In this case it's 5. Okay, so we're done there. Then all we need to do is select our first step on the left or the right. Hold down your shift key on your keyboard. That's really important. And that allows you to make a second selection, and both of them are selected. Then what we do is we go back to the object menu, we go back to blend, and we just click make. Okay, so that just creates the blend. Really easy. Same thing here. We can now just take these two, hold down the shift key, and since I've already set up the blend parameters, I just need to do make. And you can do the same for all of the other ones. Okay, so that's it. So I wanted to talk just a little bit about the different color wheels here, just to add a few extra notes to the online lectures and the textbook reading. The first is the traditional color wheel. We have 3 color wheels here. And the traditional color wheel, sometimes it's called the artist color wheel. And it really is the color wheel that we tend to use when we create color harmonies, whether we're working with print or paint, any of the different color modes. The traditional color wheel is the one that we use to refer to which are the, what are the correct color harmonies. It doesn't matter with the analogous interval or the monochrome, because those are always going to be colors side by side, and it only really comes into play when you're working with, say, the complement, where the complement you'd always want to be using the traditional color wheels. Same with the split complement. It's always good to refer back to the traditional color wheels or the triad or the tetrad. And in terms of warm and cool colors, just wanted to make a few comments about that as well. Warm and cool colors. So warm colors are just standard are red, orange, and yellow. And cool colors are purple, blue, and green. Now we do, as the online lecture talks about, have this kind of transitional zone between these colors where, for example, you might get a purple that could be considered warm if it's closer to the red than it is towards the blue side, right? For this particular exercise, working with warm and cool colors, I would just stick with, the standard of cool being purple, blue, and green, and red being, or pardon me, warm being red, orange, and yellow. Um, and lastly, I just wanted to talk a little bit about choosing parent colors. So the analogous interval, you can see that we chose here kind of a yellow color to the orange, 2 to 3 colors adjacent on the color wheel. And what you want to do with your parent colors is make sure that you vary your parent colors in terms of value and saturation. And or saturation, both is good. Whereas, can you see how this is much lighter and this is much darker? Maybe this is more saturated. This is much lighter and this is darker. That's really what that's what it means by varying the parent colors. So when you select them, just, select one that's really saturated, one that's really desaturated, one that's really light or dark. And when you blend them, then you'll get that nice variation. And you'll see when we get to the next exercise why that's going to be important. All right, well, I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions.